Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to day 80 of reading 101 essays that'll change the way you think. As always, shout out to Brianna West for the text. And today's title is The Idiot's Guide to Emotional Intelligence: Why We Need Pain. Pleasure cannot cure pain. This is one of the largest psychological misconceptions out there. Pleasure cannot cure pain because they exist on opposite ends of the same spectrum. Biologically, both our pleasure and pain responses are headquartered in the same part of the brain. The pleasure chemical that brings us joy is involved in the pain responses as well. Alan Watts says that is the price we pay for increasing our consciousness. Simply, we cannot be more sensitive to one emotion and not also then experience the others to the same degree. You know how people say that if you didn't have rainy days, you wouldn't be able to appreciate the sunny ones. The truth is that if you didn't have rainy days, the sunny ones wouldn't exist. This is called duality. We live in duality. We exist because of duality. That sounds like a buzzword, but this is a very important thing to understand. Our bodies exist in duality. Our lungs, hearts, gonads, they all function because they have an opposite and equal half. The same is true of nature. It sustains itself through a cycle of creation and destruction, as does human life. It's important to understand that we are not separate from the anatomy of the universe. There is no good without bad, high without low, or life without pain. The problem is not the presence of pain, it's the inability to see the purpose of it. We have to have the mentality of the pain that we go through serves a purpose. The suffering that we have to go through is why we grow. That's what causes us to grow, because a lot of the time we're only a certain way. We've only learned and grew so much as a person because of pain, because of the suffering that we had to go through. And if we never went through those things, then we would never have been this person that we are today. We believe that happiness is a sustained state of feeling good. It is because of this belief that we are not happy. Happy people are not people who feel good all the time. They are the people who are able to be guided by their negative emotions rather than paralyzed by them. Happiness is not about how good you feel, but why you feel it. A life built on meaning and purpose feels good, though so does a life built on greed and selfishness. Yet one is better than the other. Why? Greed and selfishness are quintessential traits of someone seeking a high to eliminate pain. Meaning and purpose-driven work or ideologies are traits of people who have accepted their pain and have chosen to work with, not against it. The former is destructive and unfulfilling. The latter is more difficult, but worthwhile. Our pain serves us. It is a crucial guiding force. Suffering begins to thrive when we don't listen to it. Imagine what happens when you place your hand on a burning stove. You feel pain because your body is signaling for you to move your hand before it disintegrates. Our emotional lives are no different, except for the fact that we understand the consequences of keeping our hand on the stove. We do not yet understand the consequences of what our emotional pain is guiding us from. I feel like, especially with relationships with other people, we are experiencing pain and suffering in a relationship, in a romantic relationship or a friendship. Whatever it is, we're experiencing some sort of pain. They are stabbing us in the back. They're always causing us to not value ourselves, to question whether or not they love us. And that pain we're feeling is a sign to walk out of their life, a sign to move on. But we don't see that pain as a sign. We see it as, oh, this is just a hurdle. This is just something that happens because this has always happened throughout my life, so this is normal. But your pain is trying to tell you something, and you're experiencing this pain and suffering for a reason. You need to listen to it. We see pain as being in opposition to our well-being, rather than a key component in creating it. The first thing that's required to fix this is understanding that we don't inherently want to avoid pain. In fact, a lot of what we think we want is not what we want at all. Some of the most emotionally empty and unfulfilled people are those we idolize for being rich or successful. Next, it's shifting our goals from wanting to transcend the pain to aiming for a more natural emotional pH. Some call this shifting the baseline. We usually avoid the actual work of adjusting our mental emotional receptivity because doing so eliminates the possibility of attaining the external high. We think we're giving up the dreams and hopes we assumed would make us feel incredible. In reality, what we are giving up is simply the illusion that those things will bring sustained happiness, in favor a shift of perception which actually will. The moment you realize that chasing after this worldly success, these things that don't bring you true fulfillment, you will never actually be happy and you will never feel fulfilled or feel like you're chasing after a purpose. We think that when we get these things, when we hit these goals, you'll be happy. But that's not the reality. The reality is, if you're not living your purpose, if you're not doing something meaningful to you, not meaningful to society, not what society is telling you is meaningful, what is meaningful to you, you will never truly find fulfillment and you will never truly be at peace with yourself. In the absolute simplest terms possible, we call this peace. When neither the desire for a high or the suppression of the low is present. When you're shifted your baseline from survive to thrive and have detached from outcomes, you can enjoy what each day brings. Outcomes and results are something that I had to detach myself from. Because if I was only doing things for the results, I was only doing things for the outcomes, I would have quit a long time ago. I would have stopped making videos so long ago. Because the results and outcomes that I am getting, you can go through my channel, scroll through it. You can click the link in my bio, look at my old channel. You can see how many videos I've posted, how much work I've put in, and the results. All the results that I have are public. You can see all the views, everything. The amount of followers, comments, likes, all of it. If I was doing this for results, if I was doing this for outcome, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing this, but this is what I feel is my purpose, and this is what gives me true fulfillment. And that's something that you can't replicate. You can't replicate the love for the game. Once you step out from the endless race of chasing elusive happiness, you realize that you were never running toward something better. You were just trying to outrun yourself. You will also realize that it was only because of pain that you were able to understand this. Your pain lined the pathway. It was guiding you to that understanding all along. Pain is the pathway. Pain is the way. The challenge, the roadblock, whatever thing you're facing is the way. The obstacle is the way. Not around it, but through it. When you take that first step, when you try to overcome that challenge, that is when you see the way. So tomorrow's title is Every Relationship You Have is With Yourself. So I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. I hope you have a great rest of your night, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 81.